Welcome everybody back here to the basement in State College, Pennsylvania. Today in studio we have No Casa.
Yo, yo, yo.
That drum roll though, damn, all right. Zach, our man over here on the drums, our first person we ever had in studio, joining us back again today. Zach, what's going on, man?
Oh, the memories, Nathan.
And of course with him we have Carter, Richie, and Devin.
What's up?
What's going on, guys?
Yeah, pumped to be here, man. This is sweet.
Awesome.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
you guys, we just had a show last night, actually, where my band and you guys played. That was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Another astronaut and Good Luck Spacemen were there, too. They were great. Had a good time at that show. But that was the first time I actually got to hear you guys play live. And I missed you guys at the AJJ show, which I was really upset about because I was doing a basement session here. But you know, I'm only one man, so
How was that?
You can only do so much.
How was that actually? Opening for a band as big as AJJ.
Unbelievable. It was like, it felt like we had peaked there and we could just stop playing.
Yeah, we
Forever.
probably should. We probably shouldn't even be here.
Please don't. Please do not.
yeah, please keep playing your music because last night I loved what I heard. It was really awesome.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, so I guess we're gonna jump right into things here. Go ahead, play your first song. I'm gonna hand it over to you guys. I'm excited to hear what you guys have to play. So
Cool.
Go ahead and take it away.
Cool.
Oh, and we'll need names.
This is Monster Thoughts. It's the title track to our EP that we haven't done yet. Cross the bridge, walk to your house, shouted, are you coming out? Hiked the woods to the high school you swore you hated. Drank a 40 on the track field to run away from our fears. We smoked a bit behind the track field to hide from fear. Don't you think it's weird? That we remain right.
was a little slow at
my
bringing the booth
God.
mic back up, but oh my God. Loving it.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, awesome song. Man, drinking a 40 at the track sounds pretty awesome. I'm down with that. I'm in
high
touch
school.
with that emotion.
Is that a real life experience?
Oh, totes my goats.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, when you were of age. And, you know,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was.
yeah.
It was
Only
after we
17,
graduated,
but,
and
Yeah, that's a cool song, guys. Again, I apologize for this whole Focusrite thing, and for our viewers as well. I'm having issues with Focusrite right now. Focusrite, you will be getting an email from me. Yeah, it's I guess it's a driver issue or maybe a word clock issue. Who knows? But I'll let the experts figure that out. Anyways, your guys' music. How to explain this? How to try and put it into words? It's got a very new age 90s feel to it. I know that's a total like
We'll take it.
no, yeah, it's cool. We at our first show we asked the audience to let us know what genre we were because we had no idea. It was kind of like a. Well,
I
we're just
I
kinda like
still
writing
have no
songs.
idea.
Yeah.
Who would you say are your primary influences?
Oh, that's a hard one. Green Day was really big whenever I first started wanting to write songs, but then I kind of like went into that whole pop punk scene with everybody else in the early 2000s, and probably I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot of emo music.
Hear a lot of front bottoms in you guys.
Yeah,
so-
yeah, yeah.
yeah. I will say that like when it comes down to it, for me, growing up I was growing up from like 2004 to like 2011. I think those were like my years of when I was actually understanding things and listening to music and stuff. So during that time, from 12 to 17, 18, it was like listening to bands and stuff. I first started noticing bands like Fall Out Boy and Reliant K and Hawk Nelson, and then Paramore came on the scene. I was like, oh my God, they're so cool. And but my mom always kind of like listened to 90s music in the car, so it was always like Third Eye Blind, Foo Fighters, and-
Absolutely.
yeah, and like she'd listen to Smashing Pumpkins, but she also listened to a lot of like Shania Twain and stuff like that too. So yeah, but like that's what I'm kind of getting at though. I guess is that I hear a resemblance of, and I think it might be with the whole acoustic guitar thing going on here in the middle, which isn't uncommon for bands to do, but it's awesome that like it is a dependable part of your sound, which I really like. And anyways, I think that's where it comes from. You've got a wide range of stuff where you guys are almost breaking the rules. It's like, no, we're not sticking to the whole like 2 solid body electric guitars, bass and drummer. Like we're gonna break the rules a little bit and do what we want.
Well, and it kind of works in our favor because the songs were all originally written just by Devin, and his solo project was called No Casa. And over time, we just said, hey, we should make these into band songs that we can do in house shows and bars
Yeah.
and play them live for crowds. So I mean, I think it's fitting that Devin still keeps the guitar that he wrote all the songs on. It's kind of like meant for acoustic originally.
Well, and we were talking a little bit beforehand about that Taylor 110E that you have there, which is I like it. Taylor is personally my favorite brand. So
This was my first Taylor, and I'm obsessed now. I would probably never buy another guitar again.
yeah, that's my first Taylor right there, and I've loved Taylors since the mid 2000s. I think my first time ever playing one was 2007, 2008, and from there on, like I was hooked. And it wasn't until I think last year, 2015, 2016 is when I bought that Taylor there, and I love it. And they're great guitars. They sound amazing. And you guys obviously capitalize your music on that acoustic flair, like, solo artist writing mixed with full band coming into things and making it what it is, which is amazing. So, I also see you rock the snark there on the stock.
All the time. All the time.
Oh yeah, I had one. Someone stole it. I don't know who stole it, but it was somebody that was down here in the studio, and they just took it, I guess, because it's gone. So, but yeah. So you guys have been on the scene here in State College for I want to say a year now. Yeah.
Just like the past few months, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe like the past 2.
Okay. And oh wow, so it hasn't really been
I
that
went
long.
to their first show.
Yeah,
where, Where was their first show?
Chronic Town?
Bakery.
Bakery?
Was it the bakery?
And then the second show was the AJJ show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is our third.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, then I guess you guys are making some big waves considering your first show, second show, and third show were all killers. Like, they were awesome.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we're still definitely the newbies in the State College crowd.
Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, being the new kid on the block, but being really good at what you do still means you're really good at what you do. So, so it doesn't matter if you're the newest band, the oldest band. Like, if you're good, you're good, and if you're not, you're not. And you guys are good. So, no Casa here in studio, making bangers and pretty much doing what they do, which is playing awesome music. I want to hand it back over to you guys, and if you want to go ahead and take it away with your second song, I'd be more than happy to hear it.
Cool. This one's got a little bit of Western feel to it. It's called Devil on My Shoulder, parentheses, Strauss.
Hear that? Get your caps on, your cowboy hats. It's about to get some John Wayne in here. Oh, yeah. Cool. Take it away.
All right. This song's called Devil on My Shoulder, parentheses, Strauss. Honey, you didn't even start. It's hard enough with your venom in my veins. No, I didn't need this on my shoulder. You're like a little devil on my shoulder. Maybe I was better off without you. Bring me so much pain, bring me so much. Hard enough to live my life without you. Darling, you're insane, and I won't play this game, I won't. And so maybe I was just a little insecure, when all I really wanted was to be real. There was a price tag on my arm, said I'm free, but without batteries and I bleed. I'll sit on the shelf, rot in hell, do whatever I can till I lose my mind. Maybe I was better off without you. Bring me so much pain, bring me so much. Hard enough to live my life without you. Darling, you're insane, and I won't play this game. Time has come, I'll be forgiven. Everything I've done won't be unwritten. Said the time is gone, I'll be forgiven. Everything I've done won't be unwritten. Maybe I was better off without you. Bring me so much pain, bring me so much. Hard enough to live my life without you. Darling, you're insane, and I won't play this game. I said, maybe I was better off without you. Bringing me so much pain, oh God, bringing me so much. Hard enough to live my life without you. Darling, you're insane. I won't play this game anymore.
No Casa here in studio at the Basement. You guys are so killing it. Western, I can kind of catch a little bit of Western sense in that song. Yeah, it's good stuff. I like it.
Thanks, man.
And for everybody listening today, I once again apologize for the issues with the Focusrite that we're having. So bear with us. I guarantee you're gonna love the music regardless. So you guys, you're not originally from State College. Is that what I've heard?
Very closely, but yeah, not quite. Well, the three of us, Carter, Richie, and I, are all from Clearfield, Pennsylvania,
Okay.
which is about an hour out. But this guy over here, he's a bit closer.
I grew up right over the mountain, Phillipsburg. It's like 20
okay.
minutes away.
Yeah. I know me and Chris here, we've been to Clearfield a few times.
Yeah, I've seen you guys there a couple times. Yeah,
Yeah, we work for a local television station, and we do football games, right, Chris?
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, it's
That makes
fun.
sense why you guys don't go to Phillipsburg.
But yeah, so we're no strangers to Clearfield. It's a nice area up there. It's up in the
Yeah,
mountains,
yeah,
so
it's
it's
cool.
kind of cool.
I'm actually 20 minutes out from Phillipsburg, so
Oh no way.
yeah, been there
Where
a
you
lot. Clinton,
Oh, okay.
Hunterdon County, yeah.
Yeah, I will say the one thing about that area, if you drive through there, like the mountains and everything are so awesome to look at.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Especially this time of year when you got all the leaves changing colors and stuff. Oh, it's so nice.
Yeah, it's really nice to kind of leave campus and go home on the weekends because you kind of forget what nature looks like in a sense.
Yeah.
And just seeing all those trees change and like all of these valleys and mountains, it's something I think we take for granted living in a smaller area, getting that sense of nature around you.
Oh yeah, I know when I lived in Georgia, it was rough out there because I'm used to changing seasons and like, leaves changing colors. Down there, that doesn't happen. You get like 30 degrees maybe twice in the year and that's it. And like, it never gets cold down there. It's like solid 40 degrees in the winter for like a week. And then it goes back to 50, then 60, then like 600 degrees. So it really sucks. But yeah, definitely not taking that for granted here in Pennsylvania. Enjoy the beautiful scenery that you have if you're here in Pennsylvania. And if you're not in Pennsylvania, enjoy nature wherever you're at. It's always nice to go out and see what's out there. So anyways, you being from Phillipsburg, you guys being from Clearfield, what's the local music scenes like out in those areas? Is it existent? Is it not existent?
Yeah,
Is it kind of
what local music scene?
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
nothing?
it's a lot of bands, but it's like a lot of cover bands. And then we've all played together in cover bands before. Before this, that's essentially like all we've ever done. And we just got tired of that and wanted to do something completely different and make our own content instead
Yeah.
of, playing like Summer of '69 over and over again. Yeah, the hits, and it's fun. I mean, it's certainly like a different atmosphere to be in when you're playing these covers, and people are like singing along, and you make great money being a cover band and all that. But I think getting to write the original music and seeing people sing along with that is like a whole different, more fulfilling experience. I think for me at least.
Last
Gotcha.
night I was seeing so many people singing along to your songs. I was singing along to your songs, so.
Yeah, it's kind of exciting whenever you look out and like these are songs like I've been working on some of these songs for 6+ years, and the only people that have ever known them are like my roommates because I'm like, oh yo, dude, come check out this song, and it would be every night I like plow them into their brains, and then they finally show up to one of the gigs and I have people singing and it's awesome, and it's so cool to see like now I've never seen people dance to my songs before, and then playing in State College, it totally changes the energy, and it's awesome.
And there's no one else in your guys' areas that are doing anything musically that's decent. Like that's just cover
I mean, like
bands.
it's not to say there's no good musicians. I mean, there certainly are. We've learned from watching amazing musicians play, but I would say original content. If you want to do that, then our hometown may not be the greatest place to do that. But there were certainly like music venues. We have a local theater. Cast is really cool, promoting smaller artists and giving people a stage to do things. We'd have like corner room concerts by the movie theater. Although like Clearfield's a small town, there's I think tons of things to do on the weekends, like to see music. See a cool show at a cool venue. Their theater, the Cast Theater, just went through this whole renaissance period where they're having all these plays again and they're selling out the house again, which is really nice to see in our community. So I mean, I would say the arts are still alive, but yeah, arts are coming back. I would say it's
Nice.
just it hasn't quite gotten there for original content yet. Maybe.
Well, it's good that there's like a new age of art and music that's happening, but it's kind of cool for you guys to be able to say like we are the local music scene in Clearfield. like put that as the name of your next EP or whatever. Speaking of, you guys are planning on recording and releasing an EP. I don't want to give out too many details to anybody because those kinds of things are usually like hush hush, but still it'd be kind of cool when that comes out. Or do you guys have a target date or anything for that, or
Whenever we get it done.
Yeah.
how many
It's just in
songs should people expect?
5 to 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sure like available on Bandcamp, SoundCloud, whatnot.
Yeah.
Cool.
You know it.
All right, yeah, we're all excited for that one, definitely. But I know with me, whenever it comes to recorded music, like I don't even really listen. This is terrible of me, but I don't even listen to like the actual music. I listen to how it was recorded, because like being a studio person, it's like that's all I do is I'll listen to a mix and I'll be like, all right, how's the mix? Did they master it right? Does it sound good? And then after I listen to it enough times, I'll actually learn the music and stuff, and like listen to the music. That's one of my things. Kind of sad, but hey, whatever. But yeah, No Casa here in studio at the Basement. You guys are awesome. I love hearing your guys' stuff, and I am so ready to hear one more, two more, I think. But we'll get to the last one in a little while. But yeah, I'm gonna hand it right back over. I think. Zach, are you singing this one?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be doing some. Gonna try and pull out some harmonies on this one with Dev.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, now it's a party.
Zach, we're gonna miss you when you leave.
Oh, I'll miss
He's
this.
leaving?
This is No, the Basement session series is like a really, really cool thing, and keep doing this because
Wait, Zach, when are you leaving?
I'm graduating next month.
He is
So,
leaving us.
I'll be headed out to Pittsburgh, but that's not far. I can always come back.
I mean, I have a pretty big basement down here. I guess I could like kidnap you and chain you to a
you
radiator.
gonna
or
I
stay
could
something.
with
drive
No
to
Casa?
Pittsburgh every day from here.
Are you gonna stay with No Casa after you graduate?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, it's I mean, Pittsburgh's I think like the ideal city to move to because it's still close enough where you can like just catch a bus home on the weekends. The music scene there is really cool, so I think I'll actually be able to get us like really good exposure out there too. Hopefully, to that
Yeah.
maybe the underground scene out there. So
Yeah.
I'm looking
Remember
forward
us
to
when
it.
we're
I think it'll just
famous.
open more doors, if anything.
And I've told you this before that like when I pick up and move free from State College after I graduate, I plan on moving out to Pittsburgh, and I want to do this while I'm out there in a better facility with better equipment and a full-time staff and stuff. Like that would be really cool to do. So hey, maybe we'll see each other out there in Pittsburgh. Yeah.
And we can do this again in like 5 years when you have
Yeah.
a whole new studio.
Yeah, and 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. And
The anniversary.
Yeah. We'll all be doing kind of like Daft Punk jazz fusion.
that'll be the scene in 5-6 years. Just you
Signed by
wait.
Fueled by Ramen.
Yeah, like the music scene now is starting to sway towards like a lot of indie punk and like twinkle emo and like twinkle punk is a new thing now, I guess. I mean, you listen to bands. I'm not that they're like this, but you listen to bands like Perspective and like Mom Jeans and stuff, and they've got all those like. I guess the term is twinkly parts. I don't really know. But like that's kind of the new thing, and it's going to change to something completely different here in the next few years. And I'm excited to hear what the new sound is going to be. Maybe it's what you guys are doing. Maybe that's the
hope
new
so.
sound. Like I would hope so. It sounds great. I think it would be awesome. But you never know. Anyways, sorry, I'm rambling. I'll give it back to you
Come on,
guys.
just let us
for
play our
this next song.
songs, Nathan.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'm sorry everyone.
I'm sorry for him. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Sorry. Take it over.
All right, yeah, this song's called Smoker's Cough. kissing someone else's lips. And I'm sorry for my hesitation to tell you exactly how I felt. And I'm sorry for my lonely soul. It's made me old, it's made me old, it's made me bitter, but I'll never give up on love. I'm a singer, but I hold on to a smoker's cough. I am bitter, but I'll never give up on love. I'm a singer, but I hold on to a smoker's cough. A smoker's cough. You know, it's funny how you never cared, and you probably still don't even want to admit that it's funny how it happens again. 'Cause I couldn't be home to prove my heart still did. And it's funny how I just can't win when I let another leave over the Atlantic. And it's funny how I'm so hung up, but I tell myself I don't give a fuck. I am bitter, but I'll never give up on love. I'm a singer, but I hold on to a smoker's cough. I am bitter, but I'll never give up on love. I'm a singer, but I hold on to a smoker's cough. A smoker's cough.
Better and better every time.
Hey, is there any room for a fifth member?
We
There's
could
always
use a tuba player.
I can play tuba.
All right, Iris is in. Sorry, Nathan.
God damn it.
We only had 5 slots.
Shit. Well then, how about me and Iris here fight to the death, and we'll decide
win.
that way.
We could have 2
I
tuba
bought you.
players.
Yeah. How you gonna win?
I have a tuba and you don't.
Yeah. Well. Never mind. Forget it. I'll just have to weasel my way in there somehow. What? So that was a toilet flushing. Here at the basement, we have all kinds
An
of
actual
weird
basement.
sounds.
We're authentic.
We are in an, for anybody that doesn't know, we are in an actual fucking basement, and there is all kinds of shit that happens.
There's
I'm
a
pretty
heater
sure I
right
smelled
there.
a gas leak earlier.
Yeah, there's definitely a gas.
Like
leak.
there was something. I was smelling something. Like don't light anything.
I don't know if that was a
Don't
gas
know
leak.
Casa?
I'm
We
just
had a
looking at
lot
Richie
of
and Carter. I don't
right
know.
here.
Yeah, I
Lots of
forgot. You guys had Taco Bell before you got here, so it was a gas leak, all right, but not the gas we're thinking. Oh my God. So yeah, definitely lots of noises and sounds happening. So anybody that doesn't like it, too bad. It's part of the aesthetic. So yeah, that last song. Oh man, that's my favorite song by you guys. I heard it again last night, and I'll be honest, that's like a real breath of fresh air for like what people are writing in local music and original music around the entire state, I would think. If anything, the East Coast maybe. Like it's awesome to hear that kind of stuff. I haven't heard music like that ever, and it's like a new sound. I really like it.
It's still hard to
Thanks, man.
believe that you guys are writing this. Like, it sounds incredible.
Well, that's like probably the best compliment we've ever received. I really appreciate that.
What's going on with this song? Like that last song that you guys wrote. What's the story behind it? Where did it come from? When was it written? Give me all the dirty details. I want to hear
Who
it.
were the 3 girls?
Oh, okay, so I've my girlfriend's gonna hate me. So I used to really hang on to heartbreak when I was in high school, and
Oh, you. And
Then
me
I got
both,
this really
buddy.
cool job with Nickelodeon, and I was working on a cruise ship, and I had a lot of time to just kind of like sit down and write songs. And I was making a decent amount of money, so I bought a bunch of recording equipment. And when I got home, I just started plowing out songs and trying to figure out how to produce. And I threw together a bunch of demos, and then got into a cover band with these guys a little bit later, and we just decided to put a band to them.
Okay, so I figured it out. And you might hate me for saying this, but I don't even care. I'm gonna say it anyways. You were on a cruise ship for Nickelodeon, right?
Yeah.
Drake Bell. That's where it is. That's the sound. That's what I'm hearing. I mean,
see.
let's be honest.
Wait.
No, seriously. Back
No,
in those
you're right.
days. Yeah,
You're
back in
right.
those days when I used to watch Drake and Josh religiously. Like anybody who is in the music scene now, like our age, grew up watching Drake and Josh.
Yeah,
all
and
right?
Drake was
And
cool.
everybody wanted to be Drake.
He
They
is
wanted
I
to play.
associate more with Josh
This
Peck.
is the living Drake in front of us.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it sounds like
Yeah, are we gonna get invited to your wedding, Devin?
Yeah, just don't screw
We're
me
all
over.
the Josh Pecks of this group.
Don't screw me over.
what's that group on Facebook where it's like Drake Drake Bell did nothing wrong. And then there was
That should
another
be the line in the song.
It's gonna be Devin did nothing wrong in a few years.
there was
All my
another
songs
group.
are about Drake Bell who did nothing wrong.
There was another group that opened up and it was called Josh Peck Did Everything Wrong. And now those two groups are in like a big feud on Facebook and like there was
love
the
it.
video that came out where Drake and Josh like eventually
hugged
met
it
up.
out,
Yeah,
yeah.
they hugged it out and even Drake was like, "Yo, stop giving him problems. He didn't do anything wrong." But they still give him loads of shit for it. It's kind of
so
funny.
funny.
But yeah, I'm making that connection now, the whole like
I can hear it.
yeah, well, bringing it back to, late 90s, early 2000s, back when those things were around, that was like,
Yeah.
if anything, I'll venture to say that your guys' music kind of gives a modern day yet nostalgic feeling towards like what I'm listening to, what I'm hearing. It's like I can listen to your music and still look back at all of the old songs that I used to listen to and love. And then, you guys are playing stuff that just is reminiscent of that, yet keeps the feel of a lot of the modern day bangers that are out there and being written now. And it's like being able to have the best of both worlds is a big feel. And I think that that's a huge selling point in your guys' music. So I'm just now making these connections. I know, this is the second time I've actually heard you guys too. So,
My third. So.
yeah, I'm doing it on the fly. And I'll be honest, it's awesome to be able to hear what you guys are doing. I'm ready for more. I want to hear more. I am so excited because you guys have been killing it so far. What's going on over there? Oh, you guys are communicating.
Oh,
okay.
just a secret brother language.
Yeah, I
here.
was going to say, do you two communicate telepathically? Or
Carter,
is it like
I think we got one more song left.
bringing out the SpongeBob references? I love it. That was actually a good episode of SpongeBob.
That was one of the best.
It was one of the best. And it was one of those episodes where it like took you back and you're like, wait, what is happening? I'm lost. All the other
hated that.
episodes were like cut, paste, dry. Like it's,
No.
you know what's happening.
The
That
rock bottom episode, I think, was like my main source of anxiety as a child. And seeing that bus take off, like, no.
You know what it was? It was foreshadowing. It was foreshadowing of the deep pits of despair all of us as millennial adults are going through.
And with that, here's one more song that I think is appropriately fitting.
Oh no. All right.
This is about waiting at the bus stop. Yeah,
Oh man. All right, well, I'm just going to go ahead, plug my nose, and dive deep into this one. So go ahead and take this one away, guys.
This song's called Losses. Days like these go by in years. Yesterday feels as if it were never even here. It's a shit logic engine with madness behind the wheel. The first time it happened, it hurt. I should have packed up and ran. I guess that I'll never learn your love is fire, and that is why I've got burns. And I wish you could see me now. it's imminent. Your precious fire versus my embarrassment. Learning the tactics of which you've never heard. The funny thing is, I have grown so much stronger. The anger inside me, it's all seemed to falter through travel, wine, and one-night stands. I'm learning just who I am. I wish you could see me now. I wish you could hear me. Oh, I wish you could see me now. Oh, wish you could hear me. I'm not one to admit his losses, but I've found you're the one who's lost, and this is dragging me to the fucking grave. I'm not one to admit his losses, but I've found you're the one who's lost, and this is dragging me to the fucking grave. I'm not one to admit his losses, and I found you're the one who's lost, and this is dragging me to the fucking grave. I'm not one to admit his losses, and I found you're the one who's lost, and this is dragging me to the fucking grave. I'm not one to admit his losses, and I found you're the one who's lost, and this is dragging me to the fucking grave. I'm not one to admit his losses, I found you're the one who's lost, and this is dragging me to the grave.
Awesome. So good. Love it. That song has so much energy behind it, and I really love what I hear.
Shit rocks, dude.
Yeah, thank
It
you.
really does.
God.
Ladies and gentlemen, please do not sleep on this band. You are looking at one of the next big things happening here in State College. Oh, man. So,
Catch us on Nickelodeon.
On a cruise ship.
Slam
hopefully.
Time Live, 8 p.m.
yo, for real though, I do want to say this. I think I figured out the issue that I was having with this Focusrite. So the fiber optic cable that light pipes everything from the Behringer to the Focusrite was coming unplugged. So I think that's what was going on. That was the source of the clock issue.
So we're
Alright,
gonna
we're
go.
gonna
We're gonna redo the whole thing, right?
Yeah. Actually, we'll talk about that later. But so yeah, you guys definitely killing it. I'm loving everything that I hear. What can we expect in the future? We talked a little bit about EPs, but what about shows? What about direction? I know you guys have a lot of different songs and sounds and influences
Please
that you're
be
drawing
famous,
from.
please.
But like, what is the direction you guys plan on taking? Where do you think this is going to end up, or where would you like it to end up? Really?
That's a really interesting question. I don't think we've ever really talked about it too much. We're kind of just like, going with the flow. We have a lot of like influences from like math rock and a lot of like the newer emo music and the lighter punk music that's coming out. So I see a lot of the songs that I've been trying to write going in that direction a lot of the time. So maybe a lot of like 5/4 signatures and stuff like that coming. And I don't know. We don't really have any more shows booked recently, but they'll come.
For anybody that is listening and is involved or has a hand in the booking scene, you definitely know who to contact, where to go in order to get a hold of these guys. I'm sure you have the Facebook page running. Contact info on there, yeah?
Oh, yeah. We're kind of hard to find because it's literally just like a Spanish phrase. So you got to look at No Casa Music or Google No Casa Band, or else you're just going to get like a lot of like Hispanic pages talking about houses, and it's hard to find.
Yeah, I can relate because, my band being called Centralia, I can't tell you how many people every month will check into Centralia, PA, because they're actually visiting the town. It's like a famous town that's been on fire forever. and like they check into my band's page, and I'm just like, you know what, forget it, I don't care, I'm just gonna leave it. People will be like, yo, what is this, and listen to the music or something.
Exposure, dude.
Yeah, free exposure.
That's a brilliant idea.
Hey, maybe that, like, I don't know if you notice like a large Hispanic following in your music, but that might be what's happening. Maybe they're looking to buy a house or something, like, yo, I was looking to buy a house and I found this sweet band instead.
They don't even have any content, but they seem cool.
Yo, you should check out this video of them playing at the bakery. It's awesome. Yeah, so yeah, definitely some things to look forward to there then, I guess. I know Zach over there is sitting on the kit. Zach, do you have any like formal training in jazz drumming or anything, or is it all just like self-taught?
Yeah, no,
Because I know you play a lot of jazz riffs and stuff a lot, and it's like,
Yeah,
some of your chops can get a little, like, you have I know Benny Greb does it a lot, where he has like jumps and timing and stuff, and you seem to do that a bit.
I mean, it wasn't until I got to high school I kind of got influenced with jazz. I was in like jazz band in high school, and I would go to like.
That is a toilet, by the
Yeah.
way.
Right
Yeah.
there. I thought someone was just drinking a lot of water. No, yeah, I joined jazz band and I went to a couple like state, what do you call those, districts?
Oh
state,
yeah, the choirs and
yeah, all
band
that stuff. And I learned a ton from that, like just by going to like little festivals. I would say like improved like 100% what I have of my jazz capabilities.
That's where Zach and I met, actually.
Yeah. We met at one of those district choir festivals.
No way. You know, I used to go to district choirs. I went to district choir twice. I was only in choir twice. And the first time, like, there was a song that I had to do. I was going there as a tenor voice. And when I was there, I was there as a, what's the bass one called?
Bass.
Baritone?
Is it just bass? Oh, baritone. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, baritone, yeah.
I went as baritone.
Shows what we know.
I know, right?
Our music
Yeah, well,
theory is really.
It's been like 7-8 years, 9 years almost now since I've been there. So like whatever. But anyways,
Dude, somebody is really like clogged up or something. Like,
everyone's down. Like it's not the Taco Bell. So
Who is it then?
anyways,
No Sporactum.
anyways, I went there as baritone once, and the first time I went, like I had been rehearsing my part, the piece that I was performing, over and over and over again. And when I went there, I just froze up, and like I started my performance, and instead of starting on the note that I'm supposed to start at, I started like a step higher, and it was still in key. And like as soon as I got to like the lower note, I was like, wait, what is happening? Why is this happening to me? And I had to restart like 3 times. Eventually, like, okay, thank you. And I was like, no, wait.
Yeah, I went to district jazz for probably 3 years, so, you know.
Did you
Still
play
would make
tuba?
connections.
No, I did not play tuba, unfortunately. I play drums, so.
Wow, Zach, you have a.
You trying to have a drum battle right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, let's go, let's go.
Iris here is gonna beat your ass on drums. Yeah, we.
All right, I'll stick to tuba.
I was about to say that, like, you know, we better watch what we say, because who knows, Zach might end up busting out in drum solo.
I'll probably get kicked out of No Casa and get replaced.
Hey, I'm right here.
Well, guys, I'll be honest. It has been awesome having you here in studio today. Oh God, what am I saying? I can't talk. No Casa here in studio at the Basement. You guys rock. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, man. That was awesome.
And we
Thank you,
look
Nathan,
forward
and Chris
to
and Liz.
everything you guys have going on in the future. I'm sure you'll have more shows here in State College and beyond, maybe in Pittsburgh or Philadelphia at some point. Who knows? Maybe you guys will end up on a tour sometime.
That's
Get
the
to
dream.
follow you
That's
around.
the goal.
Hell yeah. Well, I wish you guys the best of luck, and thank you again so much for coming in today. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having us. This is awesome.
Absolutely.
This is really cool.
Thank you so much. And with that, until next time.